14-year-old Hannah Smith was described in the coroner's court today as being polite, bright, confident, smiling and pleasant. A real giggler, her head teacher said, but someone who was very personable and very well grounded. So it came as a huge shock to her friends and family when she took her own life back in August 2013. Today the court heard evidence from her father. He said that she'd been the subject of bullying for some time because of her eczema. He said that she was a target at school and had suffered bullying from the age of 12 up until the age of 14 when she died. They heard from her sister, who said that she'd confided in her and said that she'd been bullied, and both her father and sister at times had intervened, speaking to the people that Hannah had said were bullying her and to their parents in order to make these actions stop. They knew that she had a Facebook account. Her father was even a friend on that Facebook account. But what they didn't know, what her father didn't know, was that she in fact had a second Facebook account, and it was that account that she used to access other social media, including the controversial website Ask FM. But it was when we heard evidence from the investigating officer, Detective Sergeant Wayne Simmons from Leicestershire Police, that we realised exactly what Hannah was doing online. He said that her search profile showed that she'd looked up suicide, how to commit suicide by hanging, how many sleeping pills it would take in order for someone to die, all of these relating to times when she was feeling very low and particularly vulnerable. But he also said that when they questioned Ask FM, it was actually Ask FM who came to the police once they'd been notified by the media that there was a suggestion that Hannah had been cyberbullied on that website. He said that the anonymous posts, or what many people think of as anonymous posts on Ask FM, are not truly anonymous at all. Ask FM can trace the senders, and in this case they traced the senders of what were reported by the police as being vile communications, which they said would have been actionable, would have been potentially prosecutable offences. Those posts were actually sent to Hannah by herself. It was then that the court went on to hear from the police that there was no evidence that she was being bullied online on the Ask FM site or anywhere else, that there was no evidence at the school that she was being bullied either, something which the school's head teacher backed up herself. And so the coroner was left in making her final decision to say that this was an intended act of her own hand, with the knowledge of the outcome of that act. Her conclusion, she said, was that Hannah Smith committed suicide.